Good morning, students. Today we are going to deal with a new topic, vascular tissue. Vascular in the sense blood vessels, vascularized, vascular, all these terms pertaining to blood supply. So, what we are going to discuss today is the structure of the vascular tissue. We know in blood supply we need blood vessels. Blood vessels are artery and veins. Artery and veins together called blood vessel. So the structure of the blood vessel when we describe, we should know what are the layers which is forming a blood vessel. So first of all we are going to discuss the common structure of an artery or a vein, and then later we will specifically tell what is the structure of a specific artery. Like we know arteries can be large arteries or small arteries or smallest arteries like arteriole or even capillaries. From when a large artery branches, it forms a small artery, then that forms arterioles, then later it turns into capillaries. From the capillary end, the venules is started, that joins to form small veins, then large veins of the body. Anyway, artery and veins are doing two different functions. Arteries are taking blood from the heart to supply the different parts of the body, while a vein, which is taking impure blood from tissues and it is carrying towards the heart. So both are doing two opposite actions, two opposite functions. Then smallest arteries are called arteriole. Smallest veins are called venules. Regarding the function of blood vessels deliver nutrients, oxygen and hormones to the cells of the body. We know all the organs in our body needs blood supply. Then only it can survive. Because through the blood only it is the organs are getting the nutrition. So for supplying the nutrition, blood supply is very much essential. All organs are having blood supply. So regarding the function, blood vessels deliver the nutrients, the oxygen, then even the hormones of the body reaching the cell through the bloodstream. And also it removes the metabolic waste product and the carbon dioxide from the cells. So it has different functions. It has to supply the nutrients, oxygen, hormones to the cell, and also to remove the metabolic waste products, carbon dioxide from the cell. In this picture you can see the general structure of our blood vessel. In general structure, generally all the blood vessel, it is whether it is artery or vein, that doesn't matter, all the blood vessels are having three layers. The layers are tunica intima, tunica media, tunica adventitia. Once more, tunica intima, that's the innermost layer. Tunica media is the middle layer. Tunica adventitia is the outermost layer. Tunica intima, tunica media, tunica adventitia. In the first layer, tunica intima, we can see an endothelial lining. You can see the squamous cells here. Endothelium. Endothelium is made up of squamous cells. Then, just below the endothelium, that yellowish area is the subendothelial connective tissue. This area is made up of loose areolar connective tissues. Connective tissue fiber cells are present here in the subendothelial connective tissue. So, in the tunica intima, we have endothelium. Just below that, subendothelial connective tissue. Then, the layer which is given in blue color is the internal elastic lamina. These are the three components that constitute the first layer, the tunica intima. That's the innermost layer. Okay, means this is a layer close to the blood, innermost layer. So endothelium, subendothelial connective tissue and internal elastic lamina. After that, you can see a large layer which is called the tunica media. This is the tunica media. This area consists of either muscular tissue or elastic tissue or some connective tissues. Along with the muscular tissue and elastic tissue, that consists of some connective tissue fibers also. So depending upon the type of vessel, it varies. That we will discuss later. Generally, tunica media is the largest part in an artery, and this tunica media consists of muscular tissue, elastic tissue, along with that some connective tissue fibers are there. Then just below the tunica media, again that bluish area is visible, that is the elastic area, which is called the external elastic lamina. External elastic lamina. So this is internal elastic lamina. This is external elastic lamina. Below this level, below the external elastic lamina, we can see tunica adventitia. Tunica adventitia. Tunica adventitia is made up of connective tissue fibers, collagen fiber, elastic fiber. Then it also consists of neurovascular bundle. You can see some arteries here. You can see some this is one artery. This is one artery supplying the tunica adventitia. That is an artery supplying an artery. An artery supplying an artery. Okay. That is present in the tunica adventitia layer. So tunica adventitia layer consists of mainly of collagen fibers. Some muscular fibers are visible, some elastic fibers. It's a mixture of all the things, tunica adventitia. So these are the general features of a vascular tissue. Here you can see wall of the blood vessel is made up of tunica intima, innermost layer, which is composed of endothelium lining and subendothelial connective tissue. Thin layer elastic membrane is present, that is called the internal elastic lamina. Next layer is the tunica media, which is a middle layer, which is composed of smooth muscle or elastic fibers and connective tissue. Smooth muscle or elastic fiber or connective tissue. They are circularly arranged. Outside the media is the external elastic lamina. Tunica adventitia is the outermost layer. It is composed of fibroelastic tissue and neurovascular cell. Fibroelastic tissue means fibers and elastic tissue. Then neurovascular structures. There are two types of artery, large artery and medium-sized artery. Large arteries are otherwise called elastic artery. Medium-sized arteries are called muscular artery. And this is how an elastic artery present in under the microscope. This is how an elastic artery appears. Here you can see you have to start from upper part, like see from here you have to start. This is a tunica intima. Tunica intima. This is a tunica media. This is a tunica adventitia. So, while seeing the features of a large artery, tunica intima is lined by endothelium. Tunica intima is lined by endothelium. Just below the endothelium is a subendothelial connective tissue. Tunica media is thicker. This is made up of elastic tissue which is circularly arranged. Elastic fibers which are circularly arranged. Elastic tissue which is fenestrated and it is circularly arranged. This is the tunica media. Because it is large artery, elasticity is needed. So that is why based upon the artery, the content of the tunica media become elastic tissue. Now this area is the tunica adventitia. Here comes the tunica adventitia. Okay, it is composed of connective tissue. It contains vasa vasorum. Vasa vasorum is nothing but the artery which is supplying the artery. Artery which is supplying the artery is called vasa vasorum. So vasa vasorum is present in the tunica adventitia because tunica adventitia consists of the vascular tissue, neurovascular tissue. Again, I'll explain once more. This is a tunica intima. Listen. Here comes a tunica intima. Then this is the subendothelial connective tissue. From here till this area is a tunica media. Since it is large artery, tunica media consists of the major component of the tunica media will be elastic tissue, because it's an elastic artery or large artery. Then we can see some of the muscle tissues there scattered scattered all over the tissue. Then some 1 or 2 collagen fibers are visible. Then this is the area of tunica adventitia. Tunica adventitia consists of what? The collagen fibers, some elastic fibers, then some muscle fibers, and also the vasa vasorum. Vasa vasorum means the blood vessel which is supplying the blood vessel. So this vasa vasorum is visible in the third layer or the last layer. Okay. Here two things are absent: the internal elastic lamina and its external elastic lamina. Why? Because internal elastic lamina is elastic in nature. External elastic lamina also elastic in nature. This internal elastic lamina should come here. External elastic lamina should come here. Both are elastic tissue. Is it? Both are elastic tissue. So when here also elastic tissue is present. So we cannot identify the internal elastic lamina and external elastic lamina from the remaining elastic tissue. All are same. So we cannot discriminate internal external elastic laminae. Then the next is medium sized artery. Again we have these three layers: tunica, intima, media and adventitia. Intima consists of endothelium, then subendothelial connective tissue, and this is the tunica media. Since the medium sized artery has to contract, the medium sized artery consists of major component of muscular tissue in the tunica media. So large artery has elastic tissue in the tunica media. Medium sized artery has muscles in the tunica media. The tunica media is the thickest layer. Large number of smooth muscle fibers are present. Some elastic fibers are present. Then internal and external elastic lamina are very prominent here and here. It is prominent because we can discriminate these internal elastic and external elastic tissue from this tunica media, because tunica media is muscle tissue. Internal external elastic lamina are elastic fibers. We can discriminate this elastic fiber from the muscle fiber when we view under the microscope. What happened in the large artery? In the large artery, media was also consists of elastic tissue. Both internal and external elastic lamina were elastic tissues. So how we can discriminate these elastic tissues separately? All are elastic tissues. So we cannot differentiate internal external elastic laminas. That's why we are telling both internal and external elastic lamina are not prominent in a large artery, but it is very prominent in a muscular artery. This feature is very, very important. Then later we can see the tunica adventitia. Tunica adventitia consists of collagen fiber, elastic fiber. Collagen fibers and elastic fiber, and some muscle fibers are there. Okay. Example for large artery is aorta, common carotid artery. But small arteries, example, radial artery, ulnar artery. Now we can move to the vein. There are two types of vein: large sized vein and medium sized vein. Like that artery, veins are also consist of three layers: tunica media, tunica intima, media and adventitia. So three layers present. Wall of the vein is thin when compared to the artery. Wall of the vein is thin. That is a first discriminating point when comparing the artery and vein. Tunica adventitia is thicker than tunica media. That is a special feature of the vein. All the arteries are having thickest tunica media, but while comparing the vein, tunica adventitia is more thicker than the media. Tunica media is composed of collagen fiber. Muscle, elastic tissue is much less. Tunica media consists of collagen fiber. Media has more of collagen fibers. Then muscle and elastic tissue is much less. That is why they are collapsed in nature. When comparing the wall of the artery, the wall of the vein is thin and it is collapsed. Tunica adventitia contains elastic muscular tissue that run in a longitudinal direction or loose connective tissue. Tunica adventitia is the largest part in a vein that consists of elastic tissue, muscular tissue, which run in a longitudinal fashion. Then large vein. See the structure of a large vein. You can start from here. This is a endothelium. This is a subendothelial connective tissue layer. And this is the tunica media with the muscles, smooth muscles. Tunica media consists of smooth muscles. And this is tunica adventitia. Listen, tunica adventitia is more in a vein than when compared to an artery. In arteries, tunica media is larger. In vein, tunica adventitia is larger. So, in tunica adventitia, what we can see is bundles of smooth muscles. Bundles of smooth muscles that is arranged in a longitudinal fashion. And this area also consists of vasa vasorum. This is the vasa vasorum. Okay, so that's about the large vein. Now, large sized vein. Large sized vein having tunica intima, then tunica media and tunica adventitia. Tunica intima endothelium. You can see it here. This is the endothelium. Here comes the subendothelial connective tissue. This is the tunica media with the smooth muscles. And some of the collagen fibers are present in between. Then tunica adventitia. Tunica adventitia is this. Bundles of smooth muscles are present in a longitudinal fashion. That's why it is in cut sections, because it is present in a longitudinal fashion, not in circular fashion. Okay, vasa vasorum is present. For example, large sized vein example, superior inferior vena cava. While taking a medium sized vein, what happened is, in a medium sized vein here, this is the vein. This is a caliber or the cavity of the vein, and this is the wall. This is a wall. Okay. Here, tunica intima consists of endothelium and subendothelial connective tissue. Media is smaller than the adventitia. It contains collagen fibers and smooth muscle. Tunica adventitia is thicker and it contains connective tissue fibers. There is no much of smooth muscle. Tunica adventitia is larger, but it consists of connective tissue fibers more. For example, cephalic vein. See, this is an artery. This is an artery. This is a vein. Artery, the wall of the artery is thick when compared to the vein. Veins are collapsed structures. Say the features or the difference between artery and vein. The features while taking lumen, tunica media, tunica adventitia. What are the difference in artery and vein? In artery, the lumen is rounded and thick. Lumen means the cavity of the artery, or the spacing where the blood present is larger and it is rounded and thick. Tunica media of arteries are well developed. Tunica adventitia is not prominent. But in case of a vein, wall of the vein is collapsed, lumen is thin. Then tunica media is poorly developed. Tunica adventitia is well developed. So this is a main difference between artery and vein. Now you can write the difference between the difference in internal external elastic lamina in an artery and a vein. Now internal external elastic laminas are features of the artery. Okay. So this is about the structure of vascular tissue, the blood vessel, the wall of the blood vessel, how the blood vessels are made of, what are the layers of the blood vessel. So this portion consists of important questions like structure of artery, structure of vein, difference between artery and a vein, difference between large artery and muscular artery. These are the questions that can be asked in university exam. So go through this study well. If you have any doubt, please feel free to ask me. Thank you.